out of here. Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to Tim Black at Night, where you become a part of the show. I like that. I just came up with that. Where you become a part of the show. Because you can, you know. All you got to do, folks, is you got to dial in at the number 323-870-4064, and you can tell me how you feel. Tell me what's on your mind. Chime into the conversation. Also, I need to see more people coming to the video version because you need to join the Tim Black Wolf Pack. That way you can chat with those guys. And if you can't do that, go over to the Meerkat section. All right? So we got two things going on, right? Whatever you're thinking when you're going through something, it's good to bounce it off other people, right? And not everybody on the internet is a pain in the ass. Not everybody's crazy. Not everybody's a jerk. Not everybody is there are some good people on the internet like you and I, right? So it's a great thing to be able to talk with other people, get different perspectives. Come to TimBlackTV.com. There you will find my group, the Tim Black's Wolfpack. If you are on a smartphone, right, and you want to just jump into an app, for instance, go to Meerkat. Meerkat has a great community of people. And I want to extend the offer to make Meerkat also honorary Tim Black Wolfpack. Can I do that? Can we make the Meerkat people? I'm saying, guys. What I'm doing now is I'm pulling up my Meerkat app so that if people in Meerkat want to talk or want to share something with me that they want me to say on the air, I can do that. If this thing will scroll, I'll come back and do that. Okay. Also, we're on live also with Blog Talk Radio. We're on live with Stitcher Radio, which is a podcast platform, and you all know iTunes. We also go to iTunes, okay? So we got a lot going on, man. That's why I got a lot going on right now. I'm having problems with my iPad. I shouldn't have got the mini. I should have got the biggie. You know what I'm saying? I've had this for years, though. I refuse to buy a new one. There we go. We're there. All right, guys. Okay. All right. This is going to be a great subject, great topic, right? Because we're talking about what's going on right now. This is what's happening right now. Let me give you all the information that I have. Let me do a brain dump initially, and then we'll get into some theory stuff, right? I'm going to try to do facts. And when I say facts, what I mean is what's being reported by the mainstream media. You know what? I don't know if it's facts. I'll tell you what the mainstream media is reporting so that you'll know what they're saying. Okay, they're saying this, folks. Let me just check one thing. Okay. I just want to get to it, guys, to make sure everybody's good. Hey, Wolfpack, I see y'all. As far as I can tell, based on what we're saying, different channels tell you different stories. This is what happened around 11:30 p.m. today. I'm sorry, 11:30 a.m. Bad start. Around 11:30 a.m. in San Bernardino, California, 3 men. Turns out it wasn't even 3 men. See, that's screwed up. Some gunmen. Can you call a gun woman a gunman? 3 people stormed a facility. This is the name of the facility. It's a medical facility. The IRC. Okay. They do a lot of great work. They help people with disabilities get acclimated, to find work, all types of related helpful activities for disabled people. Okay, they were having some type of convention inside. This is a big facility. First of all, big facility. Just imagine a huge banquet hall and also office building combination thing going on. Inside there's the banquet hall. Okay, big place. Hundreds of people in this facility. At one point in time, around 11:30 a.m., 3 people go inside the banquet hall and begin shooting. Automatic weapons, tactical gear, ski mask, apparently wearing some type of vest. bulletproof vest or some type of gear, okay? They say vest now, I'm not getting vest, but originally they were saying vest. Okay, these people get away. They leave in their wake 12 people dead, which turned into 14 people dead. 20 people injured. Short time later, there's an altercation with an officer. That officer exchanged fire with some people that fled. Now, let me back up. The people that fled in a black SUV. That's a good point, Tim. Going off memory. So we got the SUV, it flees. It comes into contact with an officer. The officer exchanges fire. The officer is wounded. But he phones it in. A few minutes later, we have 2 gunmen deceased. Actually, 1 male, 1 female. That's new. That's new. All right. They released the sex of one of the gunmen. All right. Horrible thing. Somebody's on the loose. And this is what's very confusing. Very confusing, guys, is one person. Apparently, according to everything they have, they took one person into custody, and then there's one person who's at large. The person they took into custody, they don't know if he has anything to do with what happened. I guess it was somebody that got in the area, and they're now questioning him. The reason why we've been seeing a lot of footage about going around the neighborhood is it appears people were calling in about strange activity in their backyards, people jumping fences. Now, we don't know if those people who called in, these homeowners who called in, if they were actually hearing cops running or if it was the actual terrorist or whatever, gun person. All right, so that's what we got, guys. They're still looking. It's still an active investigation. All of this can change. And let me tell you something. You get various stories depending on if you're listening to CNN, MSNBC, HLN, Fox. Everybody's telling you slightly different stories. Very difficult. I've been streaming on Meerkat all day, and then I got to bounce around trying to get different pieces from different sources because the same story. Fox was reporting that they believe, or based on their reporting, a witness, there was some type of altercation between someone in the party. Let me repeat that, man. When I was listening to Fox News, and yes, I check out everybody. You have to. You should. To do what I'm doing, you should. Even though Fox News, if you don't know, Fox News hit me with a copyright strike, pissed me off. But anyway, that's why I say that. Look, this is what happened. Fox News is reporting that there may have been an altercation at the party where there was an argument. Someone leaves and comes back with people that come back and shoot up the place. That sounded crazy to me. It still sounds crazy to me. I don't know what it sounds to you. When was the last time, come on, man. I grew up in the hood, so to speak, kind of. Wasn't the worst, wasn't the best, but it was sort of hoodish. People got shot. Like when I left home, I was in hood areas because I didn't have money. I was dumb enough to leave lower middle class and go lower when I left home. What I was thinking. And I know people that leave parties and go get people to help them fight. But never did someone leave a party, come back with people in tactical gear, with vest, with ski masks, well, maybe the ski mask. And get this, guys, there were pipe bombs found in the road where the SUV was found that apparently had been thrown out by the gunman. So I don't, so the whole Fox ideology, the whole Fox conspiracy thing of this is just a fight that happened and it became, let's shoot everybody. I don't get it. That theory makes no sense to me, but that's what they're saying. So anyway, that's where we are. All right. You know what I know for the most part. I don't want to drag it on. The number is 323-870-4064. I'd like for you to call in with what you know and what your thoughts are on this situation. Okay, so let me go to Meerkat real quick. CNN also reported that Goodness gracious. They said CNN also reported that. So you heard that on CNN too? So I was flipping for nothing? I could have got that by staying on one channel? Abominable Snowman said CNN reported there was a fight as well, and that's why the people shot 14 people, because there was an argument in a party, at a Christmas party. Dude, what kind of argument can you have at a Christmas party that makes you kill 14 people? That's one hell of an argument, right? I don't know if I go with that one, but okay. God. He said, yes, sir. He's not joking with me. Abominable Snowman asked the question. Let's start this off, guys. Abominable wants to know, why hasn't the media released the ethnicity of the suspects? Now, I'll tell you what they said at the press conference, Abominable. They said they think the truck may be booby-trapped or something. Like they act like, they gave the impression that they did not want to handle the bodies in order to tell you definitively what color the people are. But my thing is this. If you could look at someone and tell me that they're male or female, you can look at them and tell me if they're Middle Eastern, Asian, African American, Caucasian. Did I get everybody? Latino? Maybe not Latino. But see, I guess they could get that wrong too. It looks like he's Latino. But you know what? I think they have to get a real identification. You just can't, because people look different than what they are sometimes. You know what I mean? And then they put that out there and it's not right. I'm not saying they wouldn't. They're totally against putting out wrong information. I mean, come on, man. We are talking about mainstream media. They'll put out wrong information all day. It's about being first. It ain't about being right. I mean, be as right as you can be. But it's about being first, right? Heck, I tried to put a story out kind of quick today too, but I didn't fabricate anything and nor hold anything back. Other people didn't know anything at all and put out a video. I'm like, goodness gracious, you knew nothing. You said people got shot. You didn't know how many people got shot. You know, people got away. You know what they were driving. There's something that happened in San Francisco. Something happened in San Bernardino. Oh my God, I'm first. I'm like, anyway, so the point is this, guys. I don't know. Do we really need to know the ethnicity? So that's the question, guys. First of all, let's back up. First, the question originally was, why aren't they telling us the ethnicity or the color or the makeup or national makeup of the person, of these people? But my thing is this, and let's back, that's a question that's valid. Does it matter? And the biggest question, I think, do you think it's terrorism? And if so, do you think it's domestic, meaning our homegrown people getting pissed off? Someone up here says, I think it was the Christian fundamentalists. I don't know. Feel me? I don't know, man. Or are we talking about some politically motivated in the light of ISIS in the world of ISIS land? So domestic terrorism, Christian fundamentalists, Timothy McVeigh type shit, or are we talking about ISIS-related Muslim fundamentalists or Islamic fundamentalists, jihadists or whatever? Yeah, I knew all them words. I knew a few of them. All right, call in. I need your help. We got to get to the bottom of it. We got to speak our mind. Because, the mainstream media is going to tell us what they want us to know. We need to try to decipher by looking at what's going on and using a little bit of gut instinct and then looking at some of their facts that may not be full of BS and try to, kind of sift through. Because people are using this for the gun debate. They always do it. Well, they sold a lot more guns. Like, you sold a million guns on Black Friday. Yeah, but they didn't sell them in California? And I got a feeling if these people are really terrorists or whatever, they had their guns before Black Friday. So why are you saying that? Everybody just wants to score points. They don't care, man. We didn't even know how many people died yet. You already tweeting about gun sales on Black Friday. As if that had anything to do with it. Like these people said, I'm going to go buy a gun Friday and I'll be there to shoot up the place come Wednesday. That's the insensitivity. You feel me? All right, 323-870-4064. It's really not funny, though. That guy's a piece of crap. You know what I'm saying? He really is. gracious. All right. Yeah, now here goes another thing. Snowman brought up something that's true. For whatever reason, I don't know what led them to do this, but they went to an apartment building and they're looking at an apartment building, and they had armored vehicles and they're checking it, and something led them to the apartment building. Something led them away from the initial crime scene, away from where the SUV was located, where the two were shot, where one person's been apprehended. Something's led them to another location, an apartment complex, and an apartment building that they're searching. Now, we all speculating. We don't know. It could be maybe the address that's on the rental agreement for the SUV, if it's a rental SUV, if it's a valid license or license plate, maybe the car is registered to the person at that location. There's a reason why. Or maybe they ran fingerprints and they came back quick. Came back quick. It's not like the movies where it takes 3 years. You got the FBI involved, everyone involved. If anybody was on a watch list, it's possible that the principal come back very quickly. So anyway, that's what they're looking at now. I do want to note this. If this is a terror action, which I'm going to go on the record, guys, and I'm going to tell you, I think it's terrorism. I'm not sure which kind. I'm not sure it matters which kind. But I think it's terrorism. My first gut instinct was I think it's terrorism from somewhere else. That was the first thing I thought. I'll be honest with you. I could be wrong. I'm allowed to be wrong if I'm wrong. I mean, based on what I hear, I don't think it was workplace violence. I think it was terrorism. I mean, there's a lot of reasons for someone to do it if they're a terrorist, right? A lot of reasons. We got bases everywhere. We're always in something, right? We're always doing something. Got to be starting something. Want to be starting something. Got to be starting something. Want to be starting something. So, look, it's highly likely. But I could be wrong. It could be somebody upset with the medical. They're doing some medical stuff. I don't know if it has to do with body. All right, I'm going to go to the calls. Hey, Rob, how you doing, man?
Hey, Tim. I'm just trying to soak it all in, just like everybody here and just like you. Trying to see what's up. And we have the same questions of they're not releasing their ethnicity, the races, the motives, it's kind of, usually some of that stuff is already out by now.
Right.
Usually, the two suspects dead, they usually could tell you probably who they were.
Right.
There were early unconfirmed tweets that came out. I mean, there were actual tweets but never verified. I'd seen early on that they were looking for a Farouk Saeed, a Middle Eastern guy. And there were some other tweets that said they were, the police reports, they had the actual scanner running live on Drudge. That was off of a live stream that you could listen to the actual police reports, and over and over you could hear them say they were looking for bearded suspects.
Wow.
Now that was, again, from the live scanner reports. And all this is unconfirmed, so I don't want it to be in video land forever saying this was true.
Right.
But like you said, when you touch base on the political agenda, Martin O'Malley came out of the gates first on his website with the tweet about the mass shootings and it's time to push against the NRA. Right. That was his tweet. I mean, it was a big political push right there without even knowing what's going on, or it was a politicizing tragedy tweet, and I really didn't care for that. I mean, give people some time to see what's going on before you try to drum up the donors. Right. Put scare tactics and the fear, into the people there. California, as we all know, has some of the strictest gun laws already on the books.
Damn right.
It's very, very hard for the common law-abiding citizens to carry legally in that state.
Right.
I mean, you really, they're one of the states that if you want to carry a concealed weapon, you have to be, I think, deemed, have to go through some type of process with your local sheriff's department that they have to deem why you have to carry. So you could even be a domestic battered woman and say, you know what, you're not putting me behind bars, you're not doing this. Can I at least have a gun to protect myself? And they can still say that's not a deemable reason for you to carry and be denied. So California, that's a whole different state when it comes to trying to blanket the gun laws. Of when you see that rhetoric already in the comment sections of, well, this is a nation of guns. If everybody had guns, this wouldn't have happened, or this like.
Right.
Well, in California, it's like a different. We all know California's like a different country. New York's like a different country. Maryland, to an extent, is like a different country. The laws are not the same in these things, in these states, and when you cross these state borders, law-abiding citizens, including myself, when I travel into Maryland, I abide by Maryland's laws.
Right.
So, that one just goes by the window of me. I don't even get into those arguments or those fights like, hey, this is what happens when we have guns in America and stuff like that. What it boils down to, like I said, this was a terrorist attack. The whole idea of terrorists is to drum up terror, and they did.
Yeah.
3 people went and shot up a crowd, and they had an agenda because the reports that we do know of, they said they were heavily armed, wearing body armor, fled in a big SUV. I mean, other than them screaming a Muslim racial chant or something like that, that's the kicker they're saying, well, they didn't come in and yell Allah Akbar, they didn't come in and yell something crazy, so this is different. That doesn't necessarily mean it was or it wasn't. It just might have been these people had an agenda, got in, got out, and did what they're supposed to do. It just seems too clean to get in, get out, and not even the other terrorists. They always seem to they stand there and stand their ground, and they know they're going to get killed. They always kind of stay behind and wait for the shootout with the cops. And the cops were expecting a shootout.
Right.
They all went running expecting a shootout, and it didn't happen. People made a getaway.
Exactly.
So I'm like you. I'm waiting to see how the news is spinning it. I'm trying to read from independent sources too that's not tied into the media.
Right.
I've seen a few. There's a couple independent places out there that are kind of bringing up some tweets that the media wasn't showing.
Okay.
Now, again, these are unconfirmed, so it's hard to tell. Like you said in your story yesterday, you can't just go run off of what you read on a website without fact checking. So I don't know. There's just too much going on. And this, like you said, they sold a lot of guns on Friday. They're going to continue to sell guns. This is not the Obama's coming to get your gun movement. This is not even a reason, to even bring that up. But it's a hot topic, and it always will be.
Always will be. Always will be.
But I want to hear if anybody else has heard any different news. I'm going to get off here and see if they've found some sources with some confirmed facts or something.
Exactly.
But no, just another tragedy. And like I said, as long as your show stays on the air, you're going to be doing these type of stories, and it's unfortunate.
It is.
And we just have to kind of stand by and wait and listen to what's going on.
You're right, man. Hey, thank you, Rob. Good points, Rob. Give it up for Rob, y'all.
I'll talk to you soon, man.
You know it, man. I do want to add one part, man. I meant to add this earlier, guys. If this is a terrorist attack, this will be the most damaging, most life-taking event, terrorist attack or event since Sandy Hook. Okay? So this is a substantial loss of life. Just keep that in mind. So if it's a false flag, it's a damn good one. All right? For all you Alex Jones had Donald Trump on today. As much as I don't like Alex Jones, and when I say I don't like him, I don't know him, I don't agree with some of the fear-mongering he does, a lot of it, like 80% of the stuff he does, but I got to tell you, man, I'm damn proud of him. Yeah, I'm damn proud of him. Damn proud of look, Alex Jones is an internet guy who got a presidential candidate to come on his show. You feel what I'm saying? That's huge. So you know what? You got to give it up for Alex Jones. Give it up for Alex Jones. You say what you want about the guy, but you can't hate on him. That's strong. That's 20, that's 25 inch, but that's strong. All right. Let me go to the next call, man. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, what up, Kim? How you doing, girl?
How's the king?
Man, we got to find out what's going on. Is this a terrorist attack or what is this going on, Queen?
Okay. Now check this out. Y'all know I'm in California, but I'm in Northern California, and that's happened in Southern California, and that's 4 hours from me.
Gotcha.
And the crazy story that we're hearing up here in Northern California, that some people went to a center for mentally challenged people and shot them up. That's what we're getting up here. This is crazy.
That's what we're getting. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm clueless. That's the story that we're getting in our local news, that they done shot up some people and they're mentally challenged.
Yeah, but the thing is, we don't know who did the shooting. So that's the thing. We want to know if it's terrorists or is it, we're getting stories that it may be people who are just upset with the facility.
Yes, that's what we're getting. And you know what? I'm learning more from you, and I live right here in California. So I'm just like,
wow.
I'm baffled. And you remember I said a few nights ago, I said when something first happens, I lay back. I usually lay back for 3 days.
Okay.
I lay back for 3 days because if everybody wants to get this story out real fast and all this crap come out.
Right.
And I'm always laying back for 3 days because I'm clueless. So I'm like everybody else. I'm just here just taking it all in.
That's all you can do, man. But I tell you, it's whatever it is. Look, whatever happened here, whatever the motivation is, a lot of loss of life for nothing. Right?
That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's just it's coming. It's just like I said before. It's so much stuff going on in our backyard. We need to take care of our business in this country and stop worrying about everybody else's country.
Hey.
And it keeps coming up over and over and over and over again.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
We need to take care of what's going on at home. Look at what's happening at home. That's right. I'm with you so much, man. I appreciate that, Kim. Real talk.
All right.
All right, love. Hey, y'all, give it up for Kim. Give it up for her again, man. I was just pumped up by a comment. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I feel. And I love the fact she sent that home. I want to say this, though. All right? I want to say this. And I don't know if Joshua's in the house tonight. Is Joshua here? Anybody seen Joshua? Joshua's here. Joshua Cave. Let me say this, man. And it took I was while I was bouncing from channel to channel, right? I forget her name. Is it Greta? Is it Greta on Fox News? Abominable. Is Greta? That's Fox News, right? She said something that resonated with me, and I think it's something worth saying. All right? Those guys, whoever those guys are, and that woman, they're very dangerous people. Shot at cops. One officer shot. They shot and killed 14 people. We had some officers today chasing these guys. Now, unless you completely believe this is all an act, and the cops are in on the act, you gotta recognize this. And I know some people are gonna get pissed when I say it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. While most people were running the other way, Greta said the cops are running towards the fire. All right? And we gotta keep that in mind. While they were shooting, people were running towards the gunfire. So I know, man, I just do a story. I do a story yesterday. I have a very, carrying a lot of weight around for the people I do stories on and things that happen. But even Gina Best, who lost her daughter, whose story we will never let die, and I'm staying on that, and I'm going to do a follow-up and a follow-up of the follow-up and a follow-up. All right? But, guys, we got to keep in mind, even Gina Best has officers in her family. And what I'm saying is, damn it, we got to respect the people that ran into harm's way today to try to find these bastards. Now, if you think this is all a staged act and you think the cops are in on it, maybe you got a different point of view. But I know this. These guys had long guns, automatics, AK-47 style guns. They were shooting them joints, and people were running at it, trying to capture them, trying to get them, track them down, exchanging gunfire. You could get shot. And I'm just saying, when I heard Greta say it kind of was like, she's right. And you know what? You got to be able to say that. All right? You got to be able to say, you know what? Damn it, you got a point. And as long as I'm able to go, damn it, you got a point, and then still accept that you have a point, when you have a point, not to do it to score points, but when the person has a point, you got to be able to say, damn it, you got a point. I don't like that you got a point. I don't like it's fair, but you know what? That's where realness comes from. Realness is not going, this is an uncomfortable point you're making. Even though there's some validity to it, I'm not going to accept it because this is my side of the equation. I got to stand my ground on my side of the equation. And what I'm telling you is that's not people you need to listen to. Now, I can't tell you what to do, but I'm telling you, I hope you trust me. And what I'm telling you, today a lot of people put themselves in harm's way looking for these people. And for real, we're not done. We got cops right now looking inside apartment buildings. They're still looking for someone else. We don't know how it's going to turn out. All right, I'm just putting that out there. Okay, let's go to my next question, guys, real quick. This is what started it for me today when I first heard about this issue. I said, you know what? How do you keep yourself safe when these random acts keep happening and these random shootings seem to be happening so often they're not even random anymore? Random is supposed to be something that hardly ever happens. But these shootings that we have, folks, them joints not random. These joints are frequent. When you hear about a shooting, do you go, what? Or you go, where was it this time? I'm in the second group. I used to go, what? A shooting? Now I go, where, man? See how things have changed? Holla if you hear me. Holla if you hear me. We ain't politically correct on this show. We speak our minds. We try to do so without bashing, but sometimes you got to bash. The number is, damn it, I should know this by heart. I pay for the joint. 323-870-4064. 323-870-4064. See, I shouldn't get cute. See what I did? I'm about to give you the wrong damn number. Let me take a phone call. This person I should know. I feel bad. You're live with Tim Black at Night. Who's this?
I keep forgetting me, man. This little Nashville.
Damn, Los. Every time you call, man. What up, bro? What up, man? I ran out of place on my little notepad, my little cheat pad. I got a little cheat thing I got. I used the first 3 digits of your number to remember, and I don't have no more room, man. I need to make another one. What up, man? Tell me how you feel about this. What's your gut tell you about this?
It's kind of fishy. Like, I was talking to a guy at work about it. I'm like, these guys, they were smart enough to be able to, kill 14 people, pretty much get away, and they still was driving around in the vehicle that they did the shooting in. I mean, it just seems kind of fishy. I'm like, just watching TV that teach you that much that you need to get rid of the vehicle, which I'm glad they didn't. But it sounds a little fishy. I mean, I can't say I'm 100% sure that this was just some random guys that pulled this off.
Right. But this is what they say, and I'm not saying you don't have a valid point because you do. They say they have a feeling that these guys were going to do another location. That this was it wasn't a one-stop shop. Like they wanted to hit other spots. Like when you go out to the club with your boys or whatever, or you hitting the strip clubs, and you go to one club and then you don't like the dances, then you go to another club and they was all right, but you want to try this other one up the street. Well, see, that's sort of like what these guys, you know what I'm saying? That's sort of like what they was doing here, Los. They was going to hit different spots, but they got pulled over before they could get to the next location.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it could have been something random, but you like I said, you can't put anything past them. Like I said, in 2015, I still have yet to see a plane hit the Pentagon, one of the most protected buildings in the world. Right? How does a full-size jet come through the line and nobody, nothing catches it on camera? I mean, so you can't put anything past them, but this may be just a random act. But I just thought it was kind of weird. I'm like, if I was thinking of doing some crazy stuff like that, I'm switching vehicles. It's like, because that's simple. It's simple stuff. You learn over time just from seeing other people commit these crazy crimes. But I don't know, man. But there's no way you can really protect yourself from it. I mean, even if you have a gun, let's say one of these people that had a gun on them. These guys, you're on the defense. I mean, you don't know somebody's going to shoot at you whenever, you don't know these things are going to happen. So, they had bulletproof vests. They had assault rifles or whatever they had. I mean, they was ready and they was prepared to do what they came to do. So, it does heighten your chance of surviving things like that, by being armed, which me, myself, I stay armed. I mean, but you can't prevent it. Like, they could take guns away from everybody, but you're not going to prevent it. Like, it's never going to stop because there's so many guns out here, you can't stop it from coming in. It's impossible.
Right. I agree with that.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, man. I don't, man. We living in scary times, man. It's like, I see a lot of this stuff and, I think about it because, I have a family myself and stuff, man. It's like, I don't know what I would do if my family got caught up in some mess like that. Like, I'll lose it. I mean, I wouldn't know how to handle it, man. I mean, so his prayers go to these, to these people's family, they're having to deal with this craziness in America. But it's crazy how we spend so much money and so much time over in these other countries and we don't invest in our own country. They want to do stupid things like take weapons away from law-abiding citizens, and they're like, that's not going to solve the problem. Really, you making it worse because as a man, what type of man wants to depend on another man to protect him and his family? I can't respect no man like that. Like, I really believe in protecting yourself and protecting your family. That's your responsibility, not the police responsibility.
I feel you.
Not the military. Yeah, it's great to have them that backup, but, first and foremost, I'm laying my life on the line when it comes to my family. I'm not calling another man. That's my job.
I feel you, man. But having a gun comes with a major amount of responsibility as well, because, you're more likely to use it in your home against a spouse, or a spouse use it on you, or one of your children get to it, then an actual intruder actually be fended off by. I mean, we know these things. I'm not saying that will happen to you or I, but, I could do a story every day about someone getting shot with their own gun. I cannot do a story every day about somebody using a gun to stop an intruder. I could probably do one every other week, but not every day. Let's keep it real with you.
No, I mean, yeah, of course, you got to be safe, that's like me. I just bought a new house, I got a gun safe, I don't even feel comfortable having a gun in my room right now until everything gets more situated.
Right.
But I'm sorry, every man and every woman should have the right to protect themselves, and you should be safe and smart with it.
Right.
The last thing I want to do is have to shoot somebody or hurt somebody. Like, this is the last thing I want to do. I've been in situations where I could have shot people and probably legally could have got away with it. Right. That's like my last option.
And that's why I did not buy, when I was a younger guy, that's why I was totally against buying guns, just because I knew how volatile I was as a young man. Now that I'm older, I'm good. Yeah, I mean, I think about repercussions. As you get older and more mature, you're a lot more calm. It takes a lot to get a rise out of me. I mean, I may get vocal on this show, but I'm not going to grab a gun and go outside and start messing with people because somebody cut me off. I mean, grown-ass people do that, Los, but here goes the other part I want to make. And once again, I am not against you owning a gun. I'm not. But when I said earlier, I said I could do a show, right? I could do a show where every day I talk about someone getting killed with their own gun or someone's gun in their house being used for somebody in that house. Well, I could do 2 shows a day for men, not women, men who use the gun on themselves. All right? So, this is reality now. You could say, well, they could took pills. Yeah, I know, but they're not though. They're not taking pills. But I'm saying,
this is my way to combat your argument.
what's up?
Well, you could do a show. You could do 100 shows a day on people dying in car wrecks.
I sure could.
So are we gonna ban cars? Yeah, we can't ban. We gonna ban cars then? Like, you know, people gonna be stupid, and you can't, like, there's no way you can combat stupidity. You know what I mean? There's gonna be stupidity in everything we do. I mean, we just had knives. You had people out there chopping people's heads and limbs.
But see,
you know, it's still like.
I feel you. I appreciate that. That's what you call, though, like a false equivalency. That's when you compare two things that are dissimilar to try to get the results you want. You know, I could say...
That's not true. That's not true. No,
a car is not a gun because we talk about guns. When we talk about guns, we're talking about guns. We're not talking about cars. We're not talking about knives. We're talking about guns. And I understand what you're saying, but we are talking about guns. Why change the subject to cars? Would you want us to not drive cars now?
You pretty much said it's not our own gun. It's like, I've owned a gun since I was 20.
See?
And I've never had any trouble. And, you know, I've never used that. And I mean, like I said, but that's me as an individual. I don't think that my rights should be infringed on somebody else who can't handle that.
That's true. That's
because,
that's true.
Let's be honest. Do you really, if you're in a life-threatening situation, do you want to deal with police that we watch these videos every day of them doing bogus things or racing videos, or would you rather that situation, whether you have the right to protect yourself and your family in that situation? And me, I just rather have that right to protect myself before I depend on another man, because that cop trying to go home to his family, he's not going. A lot of them is not going to lay their life on the line for my family. That's my job.
Actually, a lot of them will and do, but I get your point. I do get your point. I say this, man. What you personally can do is one thing, but Carlos, you're intelligent. You know, you seem to be a law-abiding, intelligent guy. You know, a lot of people are fucking stupid, and I'm not. You know, I'm serious, man. A lot of people they are, man, and they do really stupid shit. Like, I expect you to defend your home, but not get in an argument with a guy and shoot him 3 times. People do that. People shooting each other over NFL games. Friends. A friend, what was the last Redskin game? Somebody killed his boy because his boy was rooting for the Cowboys or something. In his own home, killed his best friend because they had a beer. And I'm just saying, I understand that you're not crazy, but that doesn't stop that guy from over there. So when we talk about gun rights, we're also talking about the right of other people not as smart as you to have guns and be around your family and be around your kids and walk around and shit armed. That's the problem. That's the problem.
I see your point of view, but like I said, it's a lot of things. Alcohol, all these crazy drugs that's out here that puts all of our lives at risk. You know, when people drive drunk or do whatever.
Right.
I mean, so it's just a harsh reality. It's just a part of life. I feel.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Yeah. I get you. And you're right. You know what? But the bottom line is this. You're right and I'm right. And the bottom line is this. America really don't care. It just doesn't. America, by and large, I don't mean you and I don't care, and my people on Meerkat don't care, my people on YouTube don't care, my people all over on my podcast don't care, but America at large, the big people, the people that run this shit don't care. Oh, they get rid of McDonald's. Come on, man. They get rid of McDonald's. Come on, man. They get rid of cigarettes. You know what? You say quitting cigarettes is hard. It wouldn't be hard if you couldn't get any. Right? So, but they really don't care about us, man. Alcohol would still be illegal if they really cared, but then how fun would life be?
America is nothing more than a corporation itself. You know, we have all these deaths from firearms, but we have more deaths from cigarettes, we have more deaths from alcohol, we have more deaths from McDonald's and all this other garbage food that's put out there. Like they just approved the GMO salmon. Like,
right? No. Did you listen to the 5150 show this week?
Oh yeah.
Because they talked about that salmon this week, man.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I heard about it some months ago.
Okay,
But
yeah.
I've been into the GMO stuff for some years, and like every other country has banned a lot of these foods. But over here in America,
You can
they
get this.
don't even want to give you the right to choose. They don't even
Right.
want to label it. They don't even want you to have the right to look at it and be like, oh, that's GMO. No, they don't even want to label it.
That's why it makes no sense. And I got a lot of calls backing up. But that's why it doesn't make no sense, man, or make any sense. Damn, I sound bad. That's why it doesn't make any sense that they want to ban certain things and not ban other things. I agree with you there. Let me let you have the last word, Carlos, man. So is this a terrorist act, or is this just some crazy Christian fundamentalists deciding they don't like slow people?
It's hard to say without, it takes time to really give an accurate answer. I keep speaking on things without knowing all the facts. So it's like, to be honest, I really couldn't even give a real answer on that.
I feel you.
I mean, I really don't know, man. It can go either way. I can say that much.
Yeah, it sure could, man. Hey, man, y'all give it up for Carlos for making this show fun tonight. Thank you, Los.
I appreciate it, man. I wanted to come keep listening, so put me on hold if you could.
You got it, man.
I appreciate it.
No doubt, bro. That's fun. That was fun, y'all. Let me write that. You know what? I'm gonna write down Los. See, I got this sticky number, sticky thing, right? Sticky. I have a post-it note. Los. And his first 3 digits, man. And all I gotta do is pay attention to it. All right, guys. I'm gonna take you in the order that you came in. All right. My bad, man. That guy is crazy. Is that Bass?
This is Bass.
Bass.
How you doing?
What up, man? How you doing, man? Look, man, that Los had me going. He had me going, man. What's on your mind, bro?
Yeah, that was a good call, Carlos, if you're still listening. You popped off a couple of things I was going to mention, so I'll try not to go over them. But I was noticing on Twitter and some of the news feeds that, like, Obama's already called out for more gun reform, and you don't even know what the hell's going on yet. So people are already trying to politicize this whole thing.
You're right. You're right.
They're wanting to. I think I probably mentioned before. I've been around guns all my life, and I've carried a gun on me for as long as I can remember. And it's not because I have fear. It's just that I don't believe in calling the cops. I believe in protecting my own and taking care of business. And like I said, I've carried a gun all my life. And I have a CCL now. I got when they started issuing CCLs, because I've always been a Second Amendment guy, and I felt like the Second Amendment is my gun permit. And people get confused, because the Second Amendment isn't about hunting, isn't about nothing like that. It's about protecting ourselves from our own government, basically. That's why the Second Amendment was put in place. So we have a way of keeping our government under control.
Right.
Because this all comes from, when America broke away from England. Most of that come from back then, but a lot of it still applies today. And let's just face it, America is a gun culture. And there are a lot of fools out there with guns.
Right.
I've even been in physical altercations when I had a gun in my pocket, and I could have very well just pulled it out and started spraying.
Right.
But, I never did, because you can't just wave your gun around. But I know lots of fools out there that do. Several years ago, we were at a function, a bunch of us, and some guy, young guy, got a gun, and he was walking around flashing it and everything. And me and one of my friends kind of got tired of him flashing it, so we hemmed him up and said, "Look, dude, you're either going to quit playing with that damn gun, or we're going to take it away from you." Well, he thought he was going to be the big shit and pull it out and threaten us with it. Well, he didn't even clear the letter, and he was laying on the ground, and we took his gun away from him. Because it's like you said, with power, and gun is a powerful thing. When you carry a gun, it makes you equal to a lot of people. But you have to have good reason and rationale to carry a gun. Now, there's a lot of idiots out there carrying guns, but Anyways, back to what I was talking about. The politics are starting to kick in. They're already starting to scream
Right.
for gun control,
Right.
more gun reform. And like it was either Carlos or Rob, I think it was Carlos that said, you can't take the guns away from people such as me, you know?
Right.
I mean, I carry a gun to protect myself and my family if I need to.
Right.
And thankfully, I've only had to draw down on somebody a few times in my life.
Okay.
And luckily, I didn't have to put holes in anybody. But there's a lot of idiots out there.
Yeah.
And it's something I want to touch on too. You know, I know we kind of bash the cops a lot. We do. Mm-hmm. But there's a lot of cops out there doing stupid shit. I mean, there's some of them that are just unhinged, you know, and they don't need to have a badge. That's my opinion.
Right.
But at the same time, there's a lot of good cops out there putting themselves in harm's way every day. You know, and like you say, these are the people that run into the gunfight, not away from it.
Right.
Like you take the Oklahoma bombing, the Alpha Pima building with Tit McVeigh.
Right.
Just when that building blew up and came down, just everyday average citizens ran to the chaos. This is right here in Oklahoma City. I live in Oklahoma.
Okay.
And just people off the street, you could see them carrying people from the rubble, holding Walmart bags because they were out shopping, you know.
Right.
And when this building came down, it kicked in, you know, there's fellow Americans that need help, and people ran to that. Not just police, just everyday people off the street.
Right.
And people were injured going into that building trying to get people out. You know, so we have a lot of good people here in America that will stand up when the time comes. You know, so
Right. You're right.
to sit here and say all cops are assholes, no. Like we were talking last night too, you got to handle every situation as an individual situation.
That's right. That's right.
You know,
Every situation.
but yeah, and the thing about this is what I'm kind of on the same page. It's like they hit this place and they were going to go possibly hit another place. That was what I was thinking.
Right.
When they
Right.
weren't there, and then they caught up with them out on the road, and they're still in the same vehicle.
Exactly.
You know, they were quite possibly on their way to another location.
Right.
Now, whether these people are crazy, whether these people are zealous, that don't matter to me. They're assholes, and they need to be culled from the population.
Right.
You know, the fact that a couple of them died, well, oh well. You know, I don't have a problem with that. Saves us a lot of money in court costs. You know, because now we don't have to deal with it.
Right. Right.
But
Right.
you have to give props to the police and the first responders that ran into that situation, not knowing what they were getting into, but they went in there to help people. And I'm sure some of those cops that ran in there, probably just last week, maybe one or two of them might have beat the hell out of some young kid for no reason other than they could.
Yep.
You know,
Possible.
But at the same time, a lot of those guys that ran in there, they're there because they want to do something. They want to make a difference. They want to help people. Mm-hmm. So to completely bash all cops for what some of them are doing, you know, that's a slippery slope to walk down. Because, you know, I've butted head with cops in my day.
Right.
And some of it probably was my fault. Some of it probably was their fault. You know, because like I said, I run with the motorcycle crowd. And, you know, rowdy-ass bikers, we take some heat, you know, and I used to be one of them. I did. I was a foolish young man. I was a hellraiser. And I was probably into things I shouldn't have been in. But like I said last night, it's possible you can turn your life around and make things different and take a better road.
There you go.
You know, I'm kind of living proof of that. You're living proof of that, Tim.
Yes, I am.
You
Yes,
told
I
me,
am.
yeah, I've heard you say things, you know, that you did stupid shit when you were young.
That's right. I did.
We all did.
Yeah. Got lucky. Got lucky.
But, yeah.
No doubt.
A lot of it comes from just a basic mistrust of our own government because they lie to us so much.
Yeah, they do.
And
the police is an extension. The police force is an extension of the government. So a lot of the hate that people have towards cops is really misdirected. Well, don't get me wrong. Those incidents of police brutality, corruption, that's part of it. But the extension of the government, the fact that people hate the government in general, makes people hate cops as well. People don't often talk about that part of it. That's part of it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And now, since, you know, in the last 10 to 20 years, the police forces have been so federalized,
Right.
you know, that they're receiving all this Fed money for all this stuff. And that's the thing, too, you know. You want to get money from the government, well, then you need to have a reason to get money from the government. So having a high crime rate or whatever gets you money from the government, you know, because that's why a lot of police forces are buying these AMRAMs and stuff, got armored vehicles. You know, like I told you last night, you know, we got a little bitty town, maybe 100, 200,000 people, and our sheriff department has an AMRAM. What the hell? And I know our sheriff. I know him personally. And, you know, I even asked him one time when I saw him here a couple of months, God damn it, Sheriff, what the hell do you need a AMRAM for? And he says, well, you never know, you know. And I said, that to me, that's just fear-mongering. You know, that's just people pushing the fear on people so everybody says, oh, yeah, you know, our police department does need a tank, you know, because they need it to blow shit up when people get stupid. And I think that's fear-mongering.
Yeah.
The police need to go back to being police, you know, protecting property, keeping civil unrest at bay, but too often, some of our police officers out there, they feel like they're judge, jury, and executioner at the same time.
That's right.
Like this thing that happened with Gina Betson's daughter, you know, that still burns my ass.
Right.
You know, because they watched those people for 30 minutes, and then they said they didn't realize that there was another person and a baby in the car. Oh, come on. You can tell a better lie than that.
People believe it, though, man. Hey, Bass, man. I love you, bro, but I got to move on to the next call, man.
Right on, man. I hear you.
But you and I, man, you and I could talk, man, offline, man, because I think we could probably talk and share beer, man, and really kick it for a minute. But we got to keep it rolling, man. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm thinking about having this. You know what? I wanted to talk to you about this real quick, guys. I'm thinking about doing like a hangout online with a few people, you know, where we just talk about issues. Everybody, do you have a webcam or do you have I know you have a way to get to Google Hangouts, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to invite you, Bass. I got your contact info. Just something I was thinking about.
Oh, cool. That would be cool, man. I'd love to sit down and have a conversation with you and several of the other people.
That's what I'm thinking.
Calling in and on the chat and some of the Meerkat people, because, yeah, they've got some opinions I'd like to hear.
Exactly. I almost did it tonight, but I thought I didn't want to deviate from the show platform. But we will do that, man. Hey, y'all, give it up for my man, Bass, cool. Man. No doubt. Thank you, Bass.
Yeah, right on, Tim.
All right, bro. Yeah, man, you know, I have an actual, I feel like I have a friendship with all my, you get to know people over a long period of time. Like, Bass, it's been over a couple years. So you got to excuse us. I could just go on and chime in and talk, and we could just, but you understand. You know? When you're real, you tend to develop relationships. Join us in our chat. Wow. There's one point I wanted to bring up. No one's brought up, and I don't want anybody to miss it, okay? Someone contacted me. They said, Tim, the reason why they did this, or the reason for this shooting is very fishy. Today, Russia provided evidence that Turkey was purchasing oil from ISIS. They did so publicly. They gave this information to the UN. And this information is going on now. That information, that Russian evidence of, I guess you would say, tampering, which violates policy agreements to some extent. I'm not totally sure the ramifications of the evidence, but we know you shouldn't be buying from ISIS, right? Because, you know, ISIS sieges oil fields, and they're selling product in order to fund itself. And Turkey's caught on film and in picture purchasing oil from ISIS. So that's what they say. They say this, what we're seeing today is a diversion from that. Now, I just want to put it out there. I want to let you know I do listen to all types of possibilities. We're not in the can for anybody here. We want to know the truth. And sometimes the truth is a mixture of different things. But I just thought that was interesting. Is it true? I don't know. I don't even know how you validate something like that. Now that, sir, and ladies and sirs and ladies, my boys, my homies, Wolfpack, that's what you call a theory that you have no way of proving or disproving. But hey, we're going to put it out there anyway. Some people running through my chat room on Meerkat, guys. I didn't mean to be rude. Some people running through I don't know how you, once I become aware of someone sort of like flooding, I report them, unfortunately. At least I try to. You know, what you guys can do is you can report people. I don't have anybody monitoring the chat room. It's a distraction. Why people have to try to flood and you know, Steve, 199020012, you, sir, are a horrible individual. Leave my chat room. And if we were in person and you were unarmed and I were unarmed, you would not be giving me any problem right now. But it's amazing how the internet works. It's such a great discovery that people who in real life would be very mild-mannered, you know what I'm saying? But on the internet, they are very different people. You know, Steve sounds like, looking at what I'm looking at, you know, doesn't appear to be, you know, somebody I should have to worry about. And I'm not saying, you know, I'm a tough guy. I'm not a tough guy. I just had this belief that right will triumph. The right person usually wins. That's what I feel in a lot of cases. You know, I know it's not always that way. But between you and I, flutter of my chat room, this guy, yeah, I would win that shit. 7 days a week and twice on Sunday. All right, let's keep it moving, man. All right, get me pissed off. Hey, how you doing? You're live with Tim Black. Who is this? Is this Dog? Hey, you're live with Tim Black. Who's this?
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Hello.
You're live with Tim Black. Who is this?
Lisa.
Lisa.
Yes, favorite.
Oh, Lisa, with the husband who watched the video, the slap video.
Oh yeah, the one he loves. So much. Like, I can't find it. I'm like, baby.
That's it.
If you let it go.
See,
I love what Bass had to say, and the other guy had to say also. And I'm going to tell you something that's kind of weird. I know because I was in the military. Okay.
Okay.
This doesn't sound right to me at all.
Hold up. Hang tight.
Let me pay attention, baby.
Hang tight. Okay.
Don't.
Okay.
She
says it doesn't sound right. Okay, Lisa, what sounds wrong to you?
Why would you go to a place that deals with disabled people? Now remember, I got 2 autistic kids, and I got a regional center where I'm at. I could have been there today, okay, and got messed up. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to tell you what's going on. I'm going to give you 3 reasons.
Okay.
Number 1, inside job. You know what that means.
Okay. American.
Number 2, somebody picked off because they didn't get their services. Okay?
Okay.
And number 3 is a crazy person. I'm looking at the first 2.
Okay.
I'm just telling you from a military point of view. Okay, you have 3 people. You got the 2. The third one's still missing.
Okay.
Okay? Mm-hmm. Now today, I don't know if you know, but something happened with Russia today.
Yeah.
I forgot. I just go to my files and everything. I can't find it, but something happened to Russia today.
Right.
There's stupid stuff going on. And I'm like, okay. You know, because my children go to the VMRC, but it's not the one in San Bernardino. It's the one up here in Stockton. I'm like, this could happen to my kids. And there was some, I think, from what I'm hearing, there were some people with special needs that got shot too. Okay?
Okay.
So I'm like, no, this is stupid. So I didn't need to talk to you about it. It just ticks me off. I'm like, gosh, you know, now you're going to go after special needs kids too? And the worst part, and you know, most of the special needs kids are minorities.
Didn't know that.
You know that?
No, I didn't know that. Probably that food.
Write that down in your notes, baby. They're all mostly minorities.
But Lisa.
And then all the way down to black folks.
But Lisa, are you really telling me the reason why you think this is fishy is because the place they decided to shoot up, that has something to do with it, you think?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know now.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be ugly. I'm just putting my military things aside.
Okay.
Because I'm going to tell you, I'm not in the military right now. It would be the last person I'd try to shoot. Innocent women and children.
You mean for a terrorist organization, the last place they would shoot is women and children, you think?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And why not go to a regional center where they have special needs kids? I'm just putting my thoughts there.
Okay.
Telling you, okay? That's what I'm thinking, because this makes no sense. I mean, my father-in-law, that's the part who's German.
Mm-hmm.
This is ridiculous. I know, Dad, but if I was a terrorist, this is what I would try to do. And then I would work my way up a little bit.
Okay.
But, yeah, you might have something going. I said,
Yeah, somebody.
I'm not mosque, I'm not nothing, and I'm a Christian, and it's like, mm-mm.
Well, you know, someone said to me earlier, they were like, you know, because I had sort of the reaction like, why would they do that? Why would they choose this facility when it's sort of like I don't see it on the radar as far as political. I don't see it as a political target. I don't see it as a government target. But someone said, well, you know what? That's probably why. Because there's no defense.
You know what?
The lack of defense.
What special needs. And people are going to draw towards the kids. That's what, yeah. Yeah. You want to start World War III? Start with that way, too. Sorry.
Okay. No, you're fine. Okay.
I'm just telling you, because, like I said, I learned so much stuff reading on so my general's death. I'm like, okay, they see. Like, okay. I'm telling you, this is what I think this is what's going on.
Well, hey.
Okay, we're Americans. What do we love more than apple pie?
Baseball. Football.
Okay.
And dogs. We love dogs. Now, if they would have blew up a kennel and shot 14 dogs, oh my God. Woo!
Baby,
you know we would be at war right now.
What's the most other important thing you go? I just worried about your kids.
I thought you wanted the truth. You asked me, what do we love more than apple pie? Dogs. What do you think we love more than apple pie?
It's Michael Vick and all that. I don't understand.
No, I'm talking about in general. Lions and dogs. Look. You don't say women. We don't love women. We don't. Women die every. There's a woman killed almost every day by her spouse. You're more likely to be killed by a man than you are a car. You understand what I'm saying? So now we don't kill. No, America don't love women. Come on now. What else does it love? Rock and roll, right? Guns,
yep.
rock and roll, guns, dogs, and apple pie.
It's a weapon.
Fast food. And extra large fast food. Extra large. How many fries can you give me? Can I get some more French fries? Mm-hmm. Can I get a big gulp? That's what America loves. This the biggest big gulp you got? I know you got to have more goat back there. Give me a bigger cup. That's what America is. We're excess. I love it. I'm used to it. I couldn't live nowhere else. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I could live anywhere else, but I'm saying you asked me, I'm answering. I'm keeping it real.
But I just tell you, no offense, but I love kids. I really do.
Oh, kids. Oh, come on. Till 1940, we worked them till they dropped. We don't love kids. You know, if you put a kid, you know what? When those people who call up social services on people, child protective services. It's not child protective services. It's child selective service. It's child erective service. Because when you put those kids into child protective services, don't nobody check on those kids. Don't nobody check on them. They don't got no resources. They can't even get money in the budget for those kids. Now, what America loves. Conservatives love pregnant women. They don't love women once baby come out the woman. That would be loving children when they come out. But we complain when we got to help a single mom. Oh my God! You know how many presidencies have been won and lost on the backs of making women who have children look bad? Single women? Oh, come on! We don't love kids. We don't love women. We don't love kids.
I could say Reagan. I think it's say Reagan for one. I gotta check that up on that one though, because that was my favorite president.
Reagan.
And that's a whole different ballgame.
Who? Reagan was your favorite president?
I don't go.
He started the war on drugs. You know that, right?
Yeah, I actually wrote him a letter and said, "What are you talking about? Are you serious? Oh, okay. You're messing up my community."
Yeah, he started.
And that was kind of like an end a little bit, but I feel like
the whole Contra thing. He actually is the president to put drugs in the black community when he did the deal with the Contras.
I know that's what crack kicked me. I know.
Yeah. Okay. I thought you said he was your favorite president.
Yeah, but I mean, he did some good things. It's like we're dealing with Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was the governor of California, who I like too.
You know what? I need you to do me a favor. Lisa, do me a favor. Whatever you are drinking, whatever you're drinking, whatever it is or smoking, put that shit down, girl. Blow that shit out.
No, I don't even thinking to myself. My doctor is telling me this.
She's telling you stop drinking, mommy. She's saying stop drinking.
Telling me this. I mean, it's like, I'm like, this is the governor of California, and he's an actor, and he is. I won't say anything because I'm trying to be nice. But the IRS or whoever come by and say, hey, and you said something about so and so, I'm like, yeah, I did. You know, but I mean, that did attack of Ronald Reagan. Arnold Schwarzenegger, don't give me a pass because it's like, dude, really?
Who you vote? Hold on, you know, I got a question for you. I hate to cut you off. I got a question for you. Who are you voting for? If you had to vote today, who would you vote for?
Nobody. Because I can't stand nobody. I don't like Ben Carson. I don't like Trump because I got issues with him too. I don't like there's a couple other people. I don't even like, Hillary's like all they got. She's sorry. I got some sense. I'm like, oh my God. I got to really
she is crazy.
work on defining who I want to vote. Because right now, I wouldn't do Hillary, no offense, but she had mine I feel like she had mine assassinated over in Benghazi, okay? And it just bothers me. And I'm like, you did not protect him, okay? You know what they did to him, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I was just curious.
It's a family program, and I'm not going to say what happened to him. You know what happened to him.
I'm not. I'm not going to. Well, look, lady, look, Lisa. I appreciate your call, and hey, look, I don't know if you're wrong or right as far as if this is real or not real. It appears to be real. Look like that blood was real. I don't know, but you never really know unless you're there. We'll know those families, the families of the 14 dead, if they are in fact dead, I think it's real to them. So,
But I'm trying to figure which ones like my son, disabled.
I don't know.
You know.
Yeah.
So they're talking about these guys went into a conference meeting and just shot everybody up.
No, they went into a party. There was a party in the banquet hall of the building, and that's where they started shooting in the banquet hall. It was like a celebration, a party was going on in the banquet hall. But that's the story.
So in other
That's
words,
what they're saying. That's what they're saying.
I know, but right now I'm like, okay, how many special needs people were there? It bothers me. I'm like,
Well, yeah, I hope it. Well, yeah, I hope it would bother you, regardless if the people with special needs or not. Like they people.
yeah.
Okay.
I know
Yeah,
they
Lisa.
are people. No,
Wow.
it doesn't matter. It's just the idea of you had a grudge. I'm thinking they had a grudge with the system. No offense. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Please,
Tim,
please
write
do.
it down.
Yeah.
Write it down. They are cutting funds from us left and right. I asked my worker, could I get like some more hours for my oldest son? Because I would like to sit here and sleep for a couple hours or whatever, just, so I can do some stuff. Well, I got to go through this and this hoop and this hoop. I'm like, are you kidding? And they only gave me 20 hours. And I got people that I know that got like 30 to 40 hours. Okay?
Okay.
I'm like, can I get somebody in here just to...
Oh, I see what you're saying. You mean someone's services? Somebody upset about the services that they receive from that. I see what you're saying. Hey, look, that's important. That's important. That's something important to look at. I hadn't really considered that, but good point.
Yeah, let me tell you what's going on. And tell you what's going on for a little bit before we get off the phone.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be ugly.
Okay.
Right. Okay, get your pad and paper down, baby.
Go ahead now.
What happened was, when I first got to regional center and everything, they're like, we can only do like 5 hours a month. I'm like, okay, I'm dealing with 2 autistic kids, one real high, one real low. I only get 5 hours for each of them. That's kind of weird. I'm like, they might as well just stay with me. So I quit my job, okay?
Lisa, I'm about to let you go, baby. This is taking too long. I'm about to let you go.
Okay.
Give it up for Lisa,
Okay,
y'all. Give it up for Lisa, y'all. Give it up for Lisa. Give it up to her. Give it up. Lisa, what's wrong with you calling the people that long ass story? We were fun for a while, but I can't keep it. We're not. You know what I'll do? I will do a disabilities. We haven't done a disability show, a show about disabilities, about that industry, about parents of children with special needs. And I think it's a racket behind it. Not the parents, but the government racket side of it. And I don't think I've ever seen a show cover it. But since we do a show every night here, we could, right? Lisa, you need to join me on Facebook at the Speak On It group. Tim Black Speak On It group. We do a show every day. I'll be glad to do a show about that issue. All right? Let's do that. Give it up for Lisa, y'all, one more time, man. Nailed it. Let me see if I can catch. That's my people. That's my people. Let me see if let's try this. Hey, you're live with Tim Black. Who's on the line?
Hey, Tim, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear. Who's this?
All right. Well, long-time listener, first-time caller. I go by Rudog in the chat there. Anyway,
hold on,
I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I managed to find on Twitter, they identified one of the suspects.
Oh, hold on. What you said you're in my chat? Are you on the YouTube or are you on the Meerkat?
Meerkat.
Oh, okay. I think I saw your link, but I couldn't click it here. It's not clickable. Okay, go ahead, my friend. I appreciate you. Go right ahead. What'd you find out?
All right. So the Daily Beast newspaper somehow already made it to his apartment door. His name is Syed Farouk, and the rumor is that he might actually work for the organization that was attacked, and that his brother might be involved So some family members answered the door, said they knew of him, and they didn't want to discuss events. But this guy had a wife and kids, and looked like he had some sort of law degree. And it's pretty unclear the motive still at this point, but information still being released. Just keep on checking Twitter.
Wow. Bombshell. This is Rue Dog, right?
Yeah, this is Rudolph.
Rue Dog 22. Look, Rue Dog, man, thank you so much, guys. Give it up for Rue Dog, man. Damn. That is crazy. So, real quick, before you go, Rue Dog, man. So you're saying he appears to be he may be of Middle Eastern descent, but he worked for the IRC.
Yeah, so there's some contradicting information. One source says that there is a Syed Farouk listed as working for this organization. But based on the occupation described in the Daily Beast article, that might not be the case because it says he has some sort of environmental job.
Okay.
I'm not really sure if it's just two different people and somebody has a poor coincidence of the same name working for that company, or if this really is the same guy. But yeah, at this point, I mean, we still shouldn't jump to any conclusions, but there's a couple possibilities on the table for sure.
Wow. Well, look, man, thank you so much for calling up, man. And damn, very helpful. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem. Talk to you later.
You got it, man. Give it up for him one more time, man. That's my man, Rue Dog. Rue Dog 22. Damn. That's crazy. So basically, guys, what we're saying is we could all be wrong. No. So you mean tell me it's a coworker? And I said shit about Fox News, and Fox News is right, it looks like, maybe. Someone said something about an argument at the job, and Abominable Snowman. He said CNN reported it as well. And Rob said, and I took notes, Rob said Farouk. Syed Farouk as well. Farouk Syed. Here we go, Farouk. Rob said that too. All right, crazy. Wow. Hey, Rob, how you doing, man?
Hey, Tim. Yeah, but the last caller, I'm looking at the Washington Post now, and they're releasing that it was a Syed Farouk, and he was an environmental health specialist for the San Bernardino County government. Though the paper is cautioning that it may not be the same person, even though what are the coincidences,
Right.
the chances? And they are stating that he did have an altercation at the party and came back with his brother.
Get the fuck.
And so that's what they're showing here. But man, that sounds like a hell of a planned comeback. It's not like, let me go get my boy and we're going to mix some things up.
Right.
It's like, I'm going to go get my... You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's difference in coming back to the party and saying, hey, let's rough him up. But this guy was prepared to come back.
They said there were pipe bombs in the truck. They had on militarized outfits. I don't know what that is. Ski masks, the whole works. Long rifles in California, and these guys are just regular guys who got pissed off. It's like
right, and I don't want to go off and say that Farouk's not a Muslim. I know some Farouks that are Indian, Asian, India descent.
Indian
like
descent.
Sikh, not Muslims, not.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
I'm not. You see what I'm saying? I know some Farouks that they're India, not Middle Eastern, and that's a huge misconception when somebody sees somebody of Indian descent.
Right.
That is Asia. India is a part of Asia. They're not Middle Eastern.
You're right.
They hate Middle Eastern.
That's just saying, but yeah, I think you're right.
just making that clarification there. So yeah, I won't go on the assumption that this was Muslim yet, but the signs are pointing that way.
Wow.
And ISIS had already responded on Twitter. Of course, they're congratulating their lions in America doing the work. All this nonsense at ISIS. But of course, they could say that about anything. That's propaganda from them.
Did it snow? Congratulations, thank you, brothers. Did it rain? Did you have a tornado? Allah works in mysterious ways. You know, just take credit for anything.
They're going to any natural disaster, anything that kills Americans or Europeans or anything. They're going to take credit that ISIS had some involvement in it, or thanks to that. So that's just. So I'm not even trying to correlate that, but those tweets are starting to come out too.
Right.
But so far, that is the news. The meerkat caller, Rude Dog there, yeah, he nailed it. It is starting to flood the airwaves now.
Okay.
And I wanted to reiterate that before you ended the show, that we are getting some names and some news going on there. So it looks like some of the earlier motives are to be true.
Hey.
Altercation at a party, and the guy came back, and his brother was involved.
Damn. Hey, well, look, that's good. Hey, look, guys, that's good. Hey, thank you, Rob, for that help, man. I appreciate you for the information, bro.
I will talk to you later.
No doubt, man. Give it up for Rob, man. Hey, that's good, right? What's wrong? Wouldn't you rather it be disgruntled employees? Wouldn't you? Come on, man. You warmongers. We wanted to be disgruntled employees, right? I mean, I don't want it to be terrorists. That's not what I want. But see, this plays into the NRA thing, because now we got regular people getting guns. Here goes the question. If California laws are so strict, how did this engineer end up with long guns? Just saying. You get them on the corner somewhere? I'm sure anybody can get anything they want in America, right? You can get you a long gun, a short prostitute, a bottle of wine when the liquor stores are closed. You can get anything you want in America. You can. Ask Jared Fogle. You get anything, you can buy anything you want in America. But, what are the ramifications? What are the ramifications, folks? Look, man, we had a great show. Let me see. Hey, did you want to pop back in and say something? Something going on? Or are you good? What's up?
You know what this makes me think of?
What's that?
This is what makes me think, this is what I think of. We need to hire Americans, because I know if I piss off a Mexican, he gonna come with a knife. I know if I piss off a redneck, he might come with a gun, might come with a baseball bat, might cuss me out, call me a whole bunch of black bitches. If you piss off a brother, fuck you, your mama, and everybody else. Stop hiring these people. Hire Americans. Shit. What's wrong with these people? How these people get out. Don't be hiring them Jamaicans. They'll come back with machetes. And I'm talking about my own folks. That's what I'm just thinking. I know it's just a crazy night. It's just a crazy night. It's just a crazy night.
It is crazy.
They keep saying, buy Americans, hire Americans. Stop hiring these new people from other countries. Shit.
Damn.
It's crazy.
You hear this, yo? You are bad. See, that's that Trump shit. She on that Trump right there. You better stop with that Trump. See, don't hire her.
I don't mean no harm.
She don't mean no harm.
I don't mean no harm.
Kim don't mean no harm. She just trying.
I don't mean no harm.
Look,
Y'all know I don't.
I had too much fun.
This is crazy. These people, this is common. You piss them off, they already got that shit. They make that shit when they babies. They already know how to make the pipe bombs, all that shit. You piss, I'm gonna go get everybody. I'm gonna blow up everybody. Goodness gracious.
I just want to know, what kind of argument must you be in where you go home and get 2 AK-47s, come back and shoot everybody? I mean, come on, y'all. And y'all thought the Bloods and Crips was bad. These dudes went home and got AK-47s and shot children with disability center up.
That's wow.
Look, you should have gave Farouk his raise. God damn it. He needed his raise. You should have gave him his money. Stop writing people up like you know, without caring about, you know what I'm saying? Just start writing on.
You know what they think? They think it's cute to be hiring foreigners. The shit ain't cute.
You see, you said it too many times. I think you really think that, Kim. You think we should not hire foreigners. Well, hell, you know what? They wouldn't have to hire foreigners if Americans studied and knew some shit. I worked in the IT field. This some smart foreigners. This some smart
I'm
foreigners
just saying.
in the IT
I'm just
field.
saying. I'm just playing the devil's advocate tonight, and I'm just saying what I think some people would think.
You ain't playing the devil.
That's
You're not
all.
playing the devil's advocate. You're playing the devil's bigot.
But my heart is not there.
All right.
My heart is not there. It really
But it's
isn't.
funny though.
But
It's
I'm
funny
just,
though. I know.
It's a crazy night. It really is.
It surely is. All right, Kim, let me go, woman. You crazy. Get off my phone. Give it up for Kim, y'all. She ain't right. She crazy. Taking all my jokes. Why'd you hang up? Who that was? All right. This will be my last call, man. I done went overboard tonight, but we had a good time discussing it. And if we catch that suspect who's on the loose, let's get a little well, after this call, then I'll get serious. After this call. Hey, you're live with Tim Black. Who's this?
Hey Tim, it's Rudolph again. I'm sorry, I had to call back real quick after the last caller. I just want to clarify. Siad's an American citizen. He went to high school here, so she can't just be claiming let's not hire foreigners because of this.
Right. That was.
I
think she was making a joke, But you're right. Okay, that's good to know. But you know what? That's good to know because there are some people who is with her probably agreeing, like, yeah, I love that. Good idea, That's the climate that we have, unfortunately, in America right now.
So I just wanted to not be throwing flame on that fire right now. So you can take another call. That's all I really had to say. I'm sorry.
It's all good, man. Thank you for that, man. Give it up for Rude Dog again, man. Damn it. You hear that? Damn it, Kim, you bigot. Yeah. Listen to that. So, Kim, here we go. Kim, we're going to have to send you the sensitivity training. It appears that you are bigoted. How can a black woman be bigoted against anyone? Come on now. Hard as it is being a black woman, you think you can relate to a foreign national. This guy's not even a foreign national. This guy born in America. Much discrimination as black women face. Come on. Can't wear your natural hair and keep a job? Come on. Think you would be more compassionate to those of, who may have similar struggles. But no, you're just a bigot, Kim. I order you sensitivity training. That's right, re-education for you. Learn how to relate to other people. Treat them nice. I want you to go out immediately, make friends with a couple Mexicans. I want you to cook meals for a local Vietnamese man and walk an old Jewish lady across the street every day for 3 weeks. All right, this has been it. That's it, man. We had a great show tonight. Look, on a serious note, we need to find, I don't care if it's a terrorist. I don't care if it's a foreign national. I don't care if it's an American citizen. I don't care who it is. This guy, whoever this person is, who got away, we need that son of a bitch caught, right? We need him caught, right? I'm sure we can all agree we want him caught. Everybody got pissed off? I hope not. Well, if you did, come on. I'm serious, though. We want this guy caught. Whoever this guy is caught. We're still missing one bad guy or bad woman. We need them brought to justice. So be safe if you're in the San Bernardino area. We had a little bit of fun. We kept it a lot real, though, right? And a little bit of fun and a lot real. But at the end of the day, 14 people lost their lives today. That shit is not funny at all. 17 people were wounded. And many people were very scared, very much afraid. Lives shook to the core. So, on a serious note, we need to be concerned about this. I don't know how we defend against it. We had talks about guns. I didn't plan on that happening. It's the natural flow of the show. The politicians talked about guns, we ended up talking about guns. We didn't plan on talking about guns. It wasn't like, a trick. We just got into gun talk. Devil's advocate, play both sides of the coin, flip the coin a couple times, put it in our pocket. Picked it back up. All right, I'll be here tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I hope you will be too. Come to IamTimBlack.com subscribe to the channel, and for the live streaming shows like this one, you come to timblacktv.com, and that's where you'll find us. Let me give some shout outs to my room. You people hung around for an extra long show. Neil, what up, man? Good to see you, Neil. When I rap, if we know the ethnicity, are people going to take it somewhere based on that, or wait till they hear something? Oh, come on, rap. You know they're going to take it somewhere. That's why they want to know the ethnicity, so they can run with it. That's what we do, rap. You know better. It's unfortunate, but people are going to take that information and run, rap. Actually, I wish they didn't have any ethnicity or color. Then how would the media sell newspapers and clicks and magazines? Be kind of hard, wouldn't it? Gotta have teams to root for. Gotta have a villain. Gotta have a bad guy. Gotta have a good guy. Gotta. Archduke Slippy. Welcome, Archduke Slippy. Joseph Labonte. What up, Joseph? Kim, you are crazy. Rob, you are crazy. Lisa, so that's Lisa Weeb. Lisa Weeb, that's you who called in here with the crazy story? Lisa, help. Seek help. I love you, though. Bass, once again, thank you for calling in. Adriano, you need to pick up the phone sometime, bruh. Adriano Stafford, my man. Jennifer. And who else? Everybody. Anybody I missed, I got love for you. It wasn't intentional. It was an oversight from me being old. I'm getting old. Once you cross 40, it's all downhill. You got to fight for every inch. You got to fight for every inch. And those inches get further and further apart. Like Al Pacino. I was trying to do Al Pacino, but I forgot. It escaped me. Told you I'm getting old. I can't remember the scene. Shout out for my people on Meerkat. You guys are very cool. Raw Dog. Was it Raw Dog? Raw Dog is the thing we don't do. Not in 2015. You will end up in the hospital. Rue Dog is his name. Rue Dog. Rue Dog, thank you once again for calling in and giving us that information. Snowman, what's up, Snowman? Thank you. Lamar Henson, thank you for the restream and the like, Lamar Henson. Some people, crazy people. I don't know if everybody, there's a lot going on here. Landing Point. Damn, Bill Doe. Damn. Snowman, my bad. I didn't see the note about the phone number. I apologize. 323-870-4064. Wish I'd have saw that earlier. K and M Foster. I'm just trying to get everybody. Hang tight. If you've been here, you deserve some love. It's a long show. Wait a couple of minutes to get some love. Junior. Madison Clifton. Thank you, Madison Clifton. A lot of comments. And Eric Shane 45, my first comment. And his first comment was, let's go. And that's what time it is. It's time to go. So let's play some music and get up out of here. Tim Black. Yes, I am. True. Funny. Tim Black. I am TimBlack.com. Tim Black. That's what's up, man. Snowman said the mayor of San Bernardino just made a press conference or just spoke, and he didn't really say anything. So that's always fun. So that's the latest update on the story. Thank you for being here once again. I will see you tomorrow. Shout out to my people on YouTube. Shout out to my people on Blog Talk Radio, Stitcher Radio, and iTunes. Yes, if you called in tonight, you should go download the podcast and have your voice is going to be memorialized. Go get it on Stitcher. You'll have your own copy of yourself on a live show. Isn't that cool? You need to be here tomorrow at 9 o'clock, guys. Come on, 9 o'clock p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Call in and then get a copy of it, download it, on a Stitcher app or iTunes, and then you have a copy of yourself calling into a show. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know, it's just me. All right, I'm gone. Thank you guys again. We out of here, man. We went long tonight, but it was worth it. You guys are great. Thank you for holding me down, man. Thank you for watching. More streams to come. More streams to come. I'll be here tomorrow too. All right? Peace. Oh, and email me at timstake2, timstake2@gmail.com, okay? Any story ideas, whatever. If you got to contact me, that's how you do it. Or Twitter, all right? Later. Good people, man. Good people are hard to find. And, yeah, good people are hard to find. Thanks, guys. I'm out. It was crazy.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Goodbye, baby. Tonight was a hell of a show, don't y'all think? Got your money's worth.